Hello, all you beautiful people out there. What is going on? This is your friend Brady coming to you fast another Beast Buzz video, and today we're going to be looking at Grux, my favorite jungler. I love Grux. Grux is so good this patch with the new stun that he has. His pull is still like the wave-based pull, and when you combo that after his uppercut, you pull, you use his ult, you just deal a lot of damage, and it's just awesome. So let's get into the deck first, and then we are going to look at some gameplay with him. I was trying to record some gameplay from over-the-shoulder perspective because I know people prefer that, but I kept getting fucking imbeciles throwing games, dude. While I was going ham, my back was breaking. So, we're not going to get that gameplay. We're going to get a different gameplay that I've got while I was on stream, but let's go over this deck. So, I'm sorry about the pixels. I guess this update made so the rendering sucks donkey balls. I mean, what else is new? Except Unbroken Spirit is fine. But everything else fucking sucks. So, we're going to get into the cards. So this is a red-green deck. Demolitionist for your early game damage. Exoskeleton for your early game defense. Outlander Scout is there if you want it. I typically don't get it because I just rush Tyrant and Flame of Zechen as quick as possible because right now is the Flame of Zechen meta. It is very important in getting Fangtooth and securing it. So your jungler should always be running Flame of Zechen for sure. Plus it gives more attack speed for free after 6 points are slotted. Nitro Boost is there just for some extra power if I need it, if I have some extra points. Grow Totem, of course, is another free card that should be on you for the majority of the game after 9 points. Tyrant is here, of course, also for that mid-game power and Hell Spike later on in the game. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to have Demolition Exoskeleton. You're going to get 6 points, 3 into Agility, 3 into Vitality. You're going to drop those and get Tyrant and Flame of Zechen. Then as you move on, you're going to get Grow Totem after another 3,000 gold. And so, you have Thunder Cleaver here. This is just to switch things up. If they have a lot of basic attack, like if they have a Seraph off lane and then a Murdoch fucking safe lane, and then, I don't know, like a Feng Mao jungle who deals a lot of damage with his autos as well, then Thunder Cleaver might be good to have for basic armor. Then Unbroken Spirit, of course, always if they have a lot of stuns. Everybody's and their mother is playing Gideon right now, so there's definitely going to be that stun ability on the other team. So you have Unbroken Spirit to counter that. Unstable Cyborg, again, is just to counter comps that have a lot of basic armor. For example, I just played against a team that had a Drongo, a Seraph, and a Kallari. Kallari was jungle, Drongo was safe lane, and Seraph was off lane. So that's 3 carry type heroes. I know Kallari's an assassin, but they all deal a lot of damage with their autos. So having this card was really nice, and good for basic armor and good for farming too. Compensator Rig is nice to have in general. If you have, for example, Compensator Rig and then Unbroken Spirit and then Grow Totem as your final build, that's a really, really good build, especially if they don't have too much auto. If you want to be a bit tankier, instead of Compensator Rig, you can go with Unstable Cyborg. The thing with Grux is that he just does a lot of damage now, so having Compensator Rig on him would be really good. And then also one of the tribe, if you want to go this route instead of Compensator Rig. So if you notice that there's a lot of team fight going on, then you can go ahead and pop one of the tribe. It also gives more power and health. Compensator Rig kind of just fills better into the comp because with this build, you go 25 points into Vitality, and then you have stuff in the gems here and Agility. Now, with the gems, what we can do here is, we'll talk about the gems in a second. First off, final build would typically be something like Grow Totem, Unbroken Spirit, and then Compensator Rig, or Grow Totem, Unbroken Spirit, one of the tribe. If they have a lot of basic damage and you want to just be tankier, then Grow Totem, Unbroken Spirit, and Unstable Cyborg are all really good. If for some reason your Grow Totem isn't cutting it for you, then Unbroken Spirit, Unstable Cyborg, and one of the tribe. This is like super late game. This is like an insane amount of points. You have 20 in Vitality, 17 in Agility. That's 37 points with Unbroken, Unstable, and one of the tribe. If you get that far, or Compensator Rig, up to you. If you get that far, then these are your final cards. But Grow Totem should probably stick on you forever, just because of that max health. It helps for really good situations here. Now, this depends on your personal preference. I like having the fast travel gem. I feel like this helps in rotations quite well. On Grux, especially like mid-game, because you do build a decent amount of agility into him. If you're just like, nah, I want to, go all the way, then you can go ahead and rule out fast travel and get your slot 25 gem this way if you're going for super tanky, right? So in this case, you can either have Armor Aura if that's just your personal preference, right? Because you're going here, you want to have more basic armor against people who are not using abilities. You could have Armor Aura, or you can have improved health regen. On Grux, because he doesn't have any health regen abilities, I prefer to put improved health regen on him. If you're somebody like Rampage, which we're not talking about, but if you're playing Rampage, then usually you go with the Aura instead, because he already has a pretty good amount of regen. And there we have it. And there's our Grux deck. Finalize that bad boy. And there we have it. So let's go ahead and witness this deck a little bit in action in some theater replay. Woo! So the way things work currently right now is you want to hold on to Flame of Zetchin as long as possible. You might end up building this all the way up to 2,000 really, just because you want to let Growth Totem build, you want Tyrant to build, and depending on how objectively focused your team is, or if you need to steal Prime or not, you should keep Zetchin on you as long as possible, because it's so good at securing the Raptor, aka Fangtooth, and or Prime now. So we secure that, and we go into fight, and Grux does a lot of damage, especially once he ults, okay? It gives him a percentage multiplier to his basic autos, and they are insane. Deals a ton of damage, like carry level damage, especially once you start getting stuff like one of the tribe in there. It's just insane. So definitely go ahead, get Grux going with the damage plus the tank hybrid, and you will not be disappointed. It's actually pretty crazy. So this is going to be like one of the final pushes. Combo that I like using with Grux is because his pull does go in a wave, meaning when you hit it, it's not instant. People that are highlighted inside the area will not immediately be pulled. It goes like a rolling wave, just like a wave crashes against a beach. So if they're against the very tip and they're running away from you, that wave of rumbling ground will not reach them quick enough, okay? Because it does take some time to reach all the way to the end to fill out that triangle. So keep that in mind. That's why I like to initiate with his E or his uppercut, and then as they come down, pull them. So you uppercut, pull, use your ult, and then move on with your combos of damaging and double painting. So that's pretty much how to play Grug. This is the deck that we have. I ended up finishing off with this deck. I didn't even need to get Unbroken Spirit, although it's something that I probably would have had, considering they had Crunch and Gideon to proc it, and they had Shimby, which was just a lot of damage also. And there you guys have it, just the crazy combos with Grux, as long as he can tank it. That's why he definitely needs a lot of tank items. You can't just build him pure damage, otherwise he's going to blow up. And yeah, that's about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If it was helpful, let me know. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, make sure to have a wonderful day. Peace.